What's up, everyone? Hope you guys had a good weekend. This is gonna be a little bit of a shorter stream than usual for a couple reasons. Number one, I've been super busy today, so I apologize for waiting a little bit later than I usually do. But also, we're getting to that time of the year where fantasy drafts are happening, and I've got a fantasy draft tonight at 7. So we're gonna rip some plays here for the next half hour and hopefully get some good value in. All right. As always, we are going to be using OddsJam tools so that way we can get in some profitable plays. And if you guys do want to check out OddsJam at the end of the stream, you can go over there, use code Trident, and get yourself a nice little free trial to check it out when we're off stream. All right. So let's do this. We're going to sort this by date. All right. And let's see. We've got some live plays right now. Raise money line is the one that I have yet to get in yet. So I've yet to get in, but I've seen all day. I've just been kind of waiting. But we're going to go get raise money line in at minus 127. Or at least we're going to try to fill that at minus 127. Raise money line, pretty much 400 bucks. That's just under a unit there from the Prediction Traders tool. Let's see if this gets matched. We're not top of book, but there's very little liquidity on that specific money line at the minus 130 mark. So we're gonna try to fill this at minus 127. See if this gets filled. And then I also want to take the Red Sox money line because we have that here. Let's see. I guess we could fade the Red Sox. Only a 2.6% ROI here on the trader that this is tracking. How about White Sox? Yeah, it's a good play. So we want to take Rays and then White Sox. I'm going to wait a little bit with Rays. I already submitted a slip. Okay, it just got filled. Cool. Let me go back and take this. All right. So that's a, what is that, 0.8 units, I believe. So we're going to get a couple of these in, and then we're going to go rip some Underdog and Better. And if there is if you guys could let me know if there is a promo over on Pick 6, then we can check that out as well. So first play is going to be 0.8 units on the Tampa Bay Rays. We're getting that at minus 127 on Novig. All right, if you guys are not already signed up on Novig, you can use the code Trident. Let's go over to the White Sox game now. We want to take White Sox money line, also at minus 127. All right. Let's see, 450 bucks there. So that's another one that's pretty much 0.9 units. All right. Track that. White Sox, 0.9 units over on Novig. That one's also at minus 127. So Rays and White Sox, first two plays. For those of you guys who might just be joining, both of those over on Novig. All right, let's continue to take a look here. Let's go over to Sharp Money potentially, and then we're going to look at some Better and Underdog. The over in this game as well. Minus 105. I don't know how many of you guys have this book. I'll skip that for now. Let's see. Anything else here? Some WNBA props over on Hard Rock. Nothing crazy, though. Let's see. Let's do this. Let's go over to the Fantasy Optimizer. Right, and let's do this. We're going to go 3 data points here. Cool. All right, so once again, I've got to put this in on my phone, unfortunately, but I am going to send the link out in the chat once I get this submitted. We got some really solid plays on the board right now, specifically those ones at the top. So we're going to do this. We're going to take Dearica Hamby under 22.5 points, rebounds, and assists as leg number 1. Leg number 2 is going to be Alyssa Thomas. We're going to take her over 21.5 points and rebounds. Leg number 3, we have Michaela Onyenwere. Not sure if that's pronounced like that, but oh well. On the Mystics, we're taking her under 12.5 points and rebounds. And then the final leg, we could go ahead and lock in this college football prop. I think we might need to start doing that just because we're 5 days away from college football. So I don't even know how to pronounce that. Tanook Hines under 5.5 receptions for USC versus San Jose State. We're going to take that as a 4-pick flex. Make sure you guys are flexing these. All right. And let's go ahead and refresh this page so I can get you guys the link. All right. There's the link for you guys. Get this sent out. If you guys are not already in the Discord, make sure to join. That link is in my Twitter bio. All right, so underdog 4-pick flex. We're taking these top 4 plays on the board. And you guys can see that if we do flex this, it's going to be a 17% positive EV play. Really good value there. Let me check over on the better value real quick. Nothing crazy over there. Okay. This is new. X value. Over here. Huh. All right, back over to underdog. Let's go ahead and rip some more 3 data points. And I'm not going to lock in the Cooper Kupp pick just yet, just because that's still 2 weeks away. But we're going to go right past that onto the next prop. So we're going to take Kalea Copper under 26.5 PRA. Then we're going to take Kelsey Plum. We're going to snag her under 18.5 points and assists. We've got Sandy Alcantara over 5.5 hits allowed. And then finally, wrap up the 4-pick flex. We're going to take Demon June on UNC over 8.5 receiving yards. Okay. Once again, flex that. It's going to be a 7.2x payout. And these in a 4-pick flex is going to be almost a 9% positive EV play. So again, really, really solid value there. Right. And there's that as well. All right. Cool. So we got one more that we can get in on underdog. Could wait a little bit. Let's see. Was there that thing on pick 6? I didn't see anybody in the chat mention it. Take a look real quick. Oh yeah, sick. Okay, we've got one of these awesome little these boosts over here. So we can choose our boost. Now, the best option here is going to be the 6-man 60%. So that's what we're going to do. Claim that as your MLB boost. So 60% winnings boost on any 6+ pick MLB entry. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. We're just going to select baseball as the sport or MLB as the league, whatever you prefer. And we're going to go down the list here. So we're going to lock in our couple of data points here for pick 6. And then we're going to start ripping. So let's go over to the Boston game. We're going to take Adley under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Okay. Then we're going to lock in the under. So we're not going to take any of the Sandy props because that is in the same game. Let's go over to the Twins versus the Athletics. We're going to take Kalen Culpepper over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. And in that same game, at least for now, we are going to take Lawrence Butler over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Now, here's the thing. This is the one thing that I'm going to be cautious of. So these are in the same game. 2 different teams, though, right? The reason that I might take this, and I might actually go back and add one of the Sandy props in here. I'm not going to take the Sandy props just because they are... you know what? I'm just going to talk about it at the end before I lock in the slip. Let's go back over the Miami game. I'm going to take Xavier Edwards over for 0.5 singles. Okay. So right now we are... Let's see. Right now we are here. Adley, Xavier, Kalen, Lawrence. Cool. All right, now we go over to the Cubs game. Cubs and Diamondbacks. Let's go under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for Perdomo. And then the final leg here, let's go over to... We're going to skip the Jeff McNeil prop for obvious reasons. We're not going to take an over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs with an under bases. We're going to go take Kumar Rocker over 4.5 strikeouts. Okay? I had to join so I can try to actually get the underdog slips. Those last 2 minutes bumped. That's the main thing with underdog, is that even when I post, I mean, like, in all honesty, the amount of time it takes for me to lock in a slip and get them out into the Discord is 10 to 15 seconds max. That's it. So, unfortunately, they are extremely quick with the value. But the good news is that there is a plethora of value on the board for underdog. So, anyways, here's our slip. This is what I want to talk about real quick. So we have our 6 picks here. Now, I'm glad that it looks like they haven't done any sort of correlation whatsoever, even though we have a couple picks that are in the same games. So we're going to go ahead and apply our boost. Why don't I see my boost? Oh, there it is. Now. Okay. Do I have to put all these back in? No. Too far zoomed in. There it is. Cool. Okay, so remember, I screwed up on this last time, all right? $250 is the max credit that they will give you, okay? So we should be getting a 40x payout on this slip because that's 60% boost to the 25x that it should be. If I were to just put in, you know, the max entry that it gives me of $50, you'll notice it knocks it down to a $30 or 30x entry. That's because we've hit our max, our cap, right? So what I like to do is I literally will just go down to $5 and I'll just click the add $5 button to see until it changes. So it looks like it's probably $15 before it changes. Let's see, 16 bucks maybe, 17, 16 bucks. It'll let me still run that. So we're going to run this at $16. That way we don't mess with our boost. And we're going to run the slip like that. It's going to be an insane positive EV slip that I'm only running $16 on. But if it cashes, it's 640 bucks. All right. There is the link in the chat. And I'm going to get this sent out in the Discord as well. Remember, if you guys are not in the Discord, all of the promo plays get sent out completely for free. It's free to join the Discord. Make sure you guys hop in there if you are not already a part of that. And that's just kind of where our community talks. Just because, you know, Twitter is not the best platform for just constant communication, right? So especially as football season is coming up, we're definitely going to have a lot of discourse in there with fantasy football. And then obviously there's usually a lot more value with football season, which I'm excited about. So anyways, that's what we're going to run over on pick 6. Make sure you guys get that in. And then let's go back over to the prediction traders tool. Okay. And let's see. Sharp money. All right. This is wonderful. And live at the same time, my mods are putting out slips as well. So I can't get those in. Oh well. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at this some more. So here's that Rays money line. I thought I already... Maybe I didn't, just because we were waiting on it to fill. Red Sox, we're going to skip. And remember, this is just because on the prediction traders tool, we can see the trader, the type of trader, and their stats. And honestly, a 2.6% ROI on MLB is not extremely impressive to me. But if you guys want to take the Red Sox, go for it. It's not going to be a big play by any means. It's only a 75 score here out of 100. And this would be about a 0.4 unit play if you guys wanted to take the Red Sox money line at -117. We're already on the Rays and the White Sox. Let's see what else we have down here. Lynx money line is one that I took earlier, and I'm thinking I'm going to try and get out of it, possibly. I'm just not a big fan of hanging that much juice, you know, like over -2. Yo, did you see my DM back on Twitter? I want to make sure I'm in the Discord. Randy, dude, I freaking saw your DM this morning. I forgot that I didn't get back to you. As soon as I'm off of stream, I'm going to get back to you. I promise. All right? I'll get you back in the Discord tonight. I apologize for that. I still have no idea what happened, but we'll get you in there. I apologize for that. Also, what are your thoughts on Fliff? They have a bonus promo going on right now. Let me take a look. Fliff typically doesn't have a whole bunch of value. The main thing that I use Fliff for, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, number one, there are rare occasions when sharp money pings as a good prop to take because there's like the best line is over on Fliff. Very rare, and typically on like a WNBA player prop. Second thing is going to be arbitrage, and the third is going to be like the random like free $20 bets that they do, where it's like if Christian McCaffrey rushes for over 0.5 yards, it's like a +100 free $20. So Fliff is definitely good to have, but let me take a look real quick. Let me go over to their, I assume, the offers page. There's a ton of like crappy boosts. So I actually spent some time one day recently looking at this. I assume you're talking about the boosted picks, I think. If it's a different promo, let me know. But if you're talking about the boosted picks, a lot of times their lines are already so crappy that the boosts that they give are just quite literally putting that to like where the rest of the market is. There's not enough of an edge for it to become like a great prop. Like, for example, Jose Ramirez to hit a home run, it was +400 and now it's +450. Like, I could probably find a sports book that offers better than +450 right now. But anyways, I typically stay away from those. If there's a different promo going on right now, please let me know. Let's see. What else do we have here? I saw a lot of action earlier coming in on this Rays Nerfy. Oh, no, just like the deposit bonus up to. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm all for deposit bonuses because the best thing that you guys can do, and here's going to be another little plug for OddsJam, you can come up here to the promo converter, and essentially if I were to open this up, right, and I say, hey, for Fliff, right, get up to $250 in free play. If I say, okay, let's go over to Fliff, and we're going to look for a bonus bet to take, okay? Based off of, I can obviously select which sports books I have, right? But for example, if I were to go over, let's say I had DraftKings, right? That's an easy one, right? Let's say I had DraftKings. It's going to tell me to take my $250 free bet or whatever it is and put it on this tennis matches under 8.5 first set total games at +385. So why am I going to toss this on a +385 and not a -1,000 so I can convert my promo funds? Well, here's why. Because you're essentially running it like an arbitrage bet. You are then going to take a $770 bet on the opposite side at -400 on DraftKings. And either way, you're going to profit money because a bonus bet is essentially a free bet. So you're just trying to convert those promo funds and make money. So this is a super cool tool, especially if you are like relatively new or if you're just now getting on a different sports book that has some sort of deposit bonus. Definitely want to take advantage of that. This is a great way to do it without having to think too hard about where you're putting your money. So yeah, it's another reason why OddsJam is great when it comes to letting us profit. I'm going to keep an eye on the Angels money line here. This is on the Prediction Traders tool as well. Main thing here that scares me, number one, still a couple hours out, but number two, you do have an ROI here, a total ROI on this trader that is not that, crazy, we'll say. D-backs money line is probably going to be a great play that I'm going to most likely take later at a pretty heavy amount. You can see that right now, 86 out of 100. The specific top category for this trader is the MLB money lines, 25% ROI, which is nuts across almost 900 trades. And you can see that they put 3.9 times more than their usual bet on this specific play. All right. Also 0% slippage, which essentially just means that you're getting it at the same price that this trader got in at. Okay, so that's pretty good as well. I'm so curious if that Nerfy was gonna pull back up. I thought I saw that here earlier. It may have been over on the Sharp Money tool though. Oh wow, that's crazy. Allen Robinson announces retirement. Wow. That dude was an absolute dog for the Jags. That's crazy. I don't even know how old he is, but he can't be that old, right? Maybe like 33? He's not even that old, right? Maybe like 30. That's crazy. Anyways, let's keep looking for some more. He is 33. That's a crazy guess. I had no idea. I didn't think he had been in the league for like that long, but I mean, shoot, he was on the Jags back in what, 2019 maybe? 2018? His birthday's today and he decided to retire? Wow. That's crazy. He was like, I think when he was on the Jags, like it might have been just bias, but there was a period of his career where I thought that like he was a solid top 10 receiver without a doubt. But I don't know. It's crazy. I'll have conversations with people, you know, like me and the guys just talking about football and stuff. There are some guys that I literally thought were going to be like Hall of Fame potential that literally never worked out. Like, do you guys remember, I almost said Sammy Watkins, but Kelvin Benjamin? Oh my gosh, dude. I was like, this dude's an animal. And just didn't work out, dude. It's crazy. There's so many NFL guys like that. And I think more about that whenever, like, you see guys retire, right? Like, I mean, we just had freaking Nick Chubb announce his retirement, which blows. Like, what are you going to do about that? You know, injuries cost him his career, but this is a crazy play right here. Esports. It's a pretty heavy bet. Ray's Nerfy got cracked? Really? Well, I'm glad I didn't take it. Jeez. I think it might have been Dylan. Didn't Dylan have like, hold on, I'm going to check his picket. I could have sworn I saw somebody like nuke the Nerfy today, and if it was anybody, it was probably Dylan. Let me look real quick. Hold on, I just got a heavy Sharp Money notification. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and take Diamondbacks. This is going to be... I might need to put funds in Flip. I've got... Where can we take this at? Plus 135. That's a good price right now. If you're on Flip, I would take this. I nuked Ray's money line. Dylan did have a mega on them. 3 to 4 units? Oh my gosh, bro. Dylan, I need to talk with Dylan because I know at the end of the day, it's literally just variance, but like, he had the 3 to 4 unit nuke today for Ray's Nerfy. And then the other day, I tailed him on the Dodgers Pirates Nerfy at like 3 units. That chalked in the top of the first. And then I think it was the Rangers versus like the Angels the other day, and Zach Neto had like a leadoff double. I don't know if he was on that or not, but I know I was, and I was on it pretty heavy. So I'm glad I didn't take that today, but man, that sucks. Imagine losing like 10 units within a week's time off of just Nerfy nukes. Ugh, I prefer freaking full game sweats. I can't do just sweating out six outs, man. That is that's tough. That's actually so brutal. Wow. All right, let's take a look here. Sharp Money, yeah. Prediction traders. Let's see. Doug Martin, absolute dog. Buccaneers legend. You know, I have a in a couple months I'm gonna have like a 5-hour flight, and I kind of want to do the thing that was like a trend, I guess, on TikTok, where you just raw dog the flight and you just try and name as many like players as you can, just pen and paper, no music or nothing. I feel like I can name a lot of players. I really do. All right, I don't have any action on Diamondbacks yet, but I'm just letting you guys know that is definitely going to be a play. Holy cow. Do we nuke the Nerfy? Surely the Nerfies don't chalk twice, right? Knock on wood. This is a huge play, though. It's only 81 out of 100. This person has a 10, almost 11% ROI. Phillies, Marlins, Nerfy. The thing is that, like, my personal opinion and gut feeling tells me that this game is going to be high scoring. And I hate that. Can I not find this game? Wait. Phillies, Mariners, not Phillies, Marlins. Yeah, I don't think that what's-his-face pitches well today. Wheeler. It's Wheeler and Gilbert, and you would think that, like, oh, a Nerfy should be freaking free, right? Yeah. That's what they always say. This is telling me to put 4 units on it, dude. Like, I'm telling you, the Prediction Traders tool and the Sharp Money tool are going to get me right long term. But, like, dude, the Nerfies do not have a good rap right now. Tennis Cook today? Dude, tennis has been on a lot. There's, like, a lot of tennis going on. I've mainly been doing, like, live ARBs with tennis between prediction markets because there's so much just volume, but also, like, a lot of big discrepancies. RIP Muslins. Dang, I just realized Flip is not... Oh, wow. Nerfies do? Are we going to take this or not? It's the same guy that plays all the Nerfies. Maybe we should start fading him then, if that's the case. I don't know if I've paid attention to that. But, I mean, dude, if he's... This guy's what, like 0 for 5 on Nerfies in the past 2 weeks? I can't remember the last time I took a Nerfie in a cash, to be honest with you guys. Like, this is a play that I cannot get myself to take, right? Like, I understand. And this, you can call me a wuss for not taking this, right? But this is a 5-unit play. This person, same person on the Nerfie, by the way, put 17 times more than a usual bet on this. And it's a minus 600 prop. Like, I'm not taking this, bro. 5 for 15. Yeah, that's actually ridiculous. Let's see if Better has any value here. I wanted to get in one slip for that. Okay, guys, real quick question. And I'm going to do whatever the consensus vote is, okay? I'm going to do whatever the consensus vote is, but draft is tonight for my league, okay? One of my leagues. I have the 4 spot. Who would you guys take at the 4? I need to know. Let me know if you're taking... This is a 10-man draft, by the way. Snake draft. Who are you taking at the 104? Puka? We got 2 votes for Puka immediately. It's PPR. It's full PPR. JSN. Chase. Okay. Man, Better just doesn't have the value tonight. It is a smaller slate, so I'm not going to complain about it too much. I'm glad we got our underdog slips in. We're going to go ahead and rip that third one real quick before we hop off. Round 2, get Walker / Chase Brown. I think that's the move, right? Like, at the 104, get Chase, JSN, or Puka, whoever is available there. And then on the way back, if I can get either Walker or Chase Brown. Icon, what's up, dude? Yeah, honestly, if I'm being completely honest, if there's one team that I had to pick that I think either overperforms their projections or just honestly just has a huge bounce back year, it's the Bengals. I really do think the Bengals have a 11+ win season. And I know that's tough with, having the Ravens there, and who knows what the Steelers are going to do, but man, I really do think that the Bengals bounce back in a big way this year. And I wouldn't be surprised to see them make a deep playoff run. White Sox Nerfy hit? Were we on the Nerfy there? I don't know if I took that. I know we're on the White Sox on the money line. I'm gonna sit on this. I'm not sure. We got a lot of action on that late slate tonight, so we'll have to see. Red Sox Nerfy. Do we have the Red Sox Nerfy? Am I crazy? Don't sleep on Henry. We talking about Derrick Henry? For what, my selection in the draft? So out of those three, out of JSN, Jamar Chase, and Puka, who are you taking first? Who do you think has a better... Oh, you're saying Derrick Henry second round. Gotcha. Yeah, that'll probably be the best. Just go wide receiver, running back, rounds 1 and 2. See where things are after the first 2 rounds. All right, so 4-pick flex. Let's go ahead and do this. I'm seeing a whole lot of basketball or football. We're gonna take Jaden Craig under 1.5 passing touchdowns for the TCU Horned Frogs. Then we're gonna rip Usmain Roma on FSU over rushing yards at 71.5. And then we've got Jordan Canada. We're going to take her over 19.5 points and assists. And then the fourth and final play is going to be John Anthony Hall. John Anthony Hall under 34.5 receiving yards. Okay. 7.2x there. Okay, we're going to flex that. 8% positive EV. Then grab that link for you guys. Chase Puka JSN. Yeah, I'm actually so high on Chase, but I don't know if he falls to the 4 spot. I would be stoked if he does. To be honest with you guys, though, I think that the guys that are in my league, they're not ball knowers. So they might just take whatever the top, whatever it says is the average draft position. There's a good chance that happens. So here's that link, by the way, for that 4-pick flex. All right, cool. 656, boys. I'm going to check the prediction traders tool one more time. Remember, try to get something on the Diamondbacks. There's a good chance that I'm going to be on that later today. McCaffrey risky, but can pay off. Dude, I'm not touching anybody on that 49ers team until they get rid of that freaking substation. Some of y'all call that a conspiracy theory, but bro, that's legit. There's no explanation other than that. You got a giant electrical substation right next to your practice field. Are you joking? And you wonder why 80% of your team is injured? Yeah, right. I'm not buying. It's just coincidence, guys. It's just coincidence. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not touching the 49ers. Yeah, I saw the news about the owner over there too. Literally just not going to touch that entire team. I'll let McCaffrey fall to the freaking 12th round. Pick him up on the waivers. That's going to do it for the stream today, boys. So, not a whole bunch of plays. Hopefully we can, make the most out of it. Cash one of these, the 4-pick flexes. Or if we can cash our pick 6 boost, that would be huge. Rays money line, White Sox money line, and then most likely D-backs money line later tonight. So, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. We've got another late slate, so I'll probably be live around 5:30-ish tomorrow, I would think, Eastern time. But good luck with your plays tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.